Open world games are the most fascinating games which gives you the beauty of exploring the beautiful world that is within the game, and you could totally live inside that world as a gamer. In this video we'll discuss about 10 such open world AAA games which you cannot miss before dying. If you like to go back in time somewhere around 15th 16th century and would love to go on a ride of becoming a soldier from a normal blacksmith's son who doesn't even know how to hold a sword to a lord serving in the army fighting wars, and the gameplay mechanics so close to the real life that you would feel like learning sword fighting in real life. Difficulty of the game is also not making your experience any easier, that it makes completing the mission super satisfactory. Then you would totally love Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is a sequel to the first part of KCD made by Warhorse Studio, but this one has better graphics and even better mechanics. But if you really want to enjoy the complete package, then I would totally recommend you playing KCD first. You wouldn't at all regret it. In KCD, we get to experience region of Bohemia located in the heart of Europe, rich in culture and castles. The game is based on a true story, a story of kings, heirs, and a kingdom, castle sieges, bloody battles, and in this two-part saga, we play as Henry, a very unique character in himself. KCD 2 has received a very positive rating from game critics as well as an average of 9 out of 10 on Steam. If you like the world of GTA games but you would like to experience it in an Asian country with more brutal hand combat, you need parkour style and would love to beat Yakuza-like villains with your super amazing martial arts skills, basically play as Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan, and on top of all of this, you want to be an undercover police officer and destroy a dangerous criminal organization, then you have to play Sleeping Dogs, one of the best games of all time. That is one of the few GTA-like open world games that are actually better than GTA in so many ways. Sleeping Dogs was released in 2012, created by United Front Games and Square Enix. Graphics are old now but not at all disappointing. And they even remastered it for PS4 and all. This game totally deserves your attention and money. And the ratings are also super good. It has got a whooping 4.5 out of 5 on Steam, and you can get it for super cheap as well. Next in line is one of the most famous GTA games ever, one that is based on real life California and Nevada. I think this game has been played by most of us. If not, I don't know which rock you were living under. I'm talking about, oh shit, here we go again, GTA San Andreas. This is one of the best open world games that GTA games has to offer, considering the fact it had a legit gym where you could build muscles or don't do it and get fat. This is one of my favorite features of the game, which isn't even available in the current GTA 5 game, and the many small things which makes the open world super unique, and the story is also pretty suspenseful. This literally has an IMDb rating of 9.4. If you haven't played it yet, then play it already. I don't know what you have been doing. Although I don't like Souls-like games as they have very less focus on story and more on the bosses, but this one could not be neglected as it has one of the most unique, breathtaking open world full of so many difficult challenges. But once you have gone through all the challenges, you would feel so satisfied. I would definitely appreciate all the grinding that you did to go to the next stage of the game. And even after finishing it, you would feel like going through the game again and again and again. I'm talking about Bethesda's one of the best game, or the best, everyone's favorite, Skyrim. It is so good that it has won more than 200 Game of the Year awards. Now you already know whether you should play it or not. Who doesn't like Spider-Man? Each time a Spider-Man releases, it literally breaks all the records. And who doesn't love the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man slinking through the city of New York using his webs and kicking the ass of all the super non-super villains? And what if you get to do the same exact thing in a game as if you are Spider-Man himself? Well, Insomniac Games have totally made it happen by developing one of the best superhero games, Marvel's Spider-Man, and that too with a great storyline and one of the best graphics. This one is one of those games which everyone would enjoy very easily and nobody will get disappointed, as it is everyone's favorite Spidey. This literally has a rating of 8 on Steam, even though players hated it initially on the PC due to bugs and glitches, but the game itself is so good that you cannot deny it. It's 5 on 5. Didn't get it? I mean GTA 5. It is the most successful GTA games ever and the current GTA game at least for few months now. but it is definitely one of those which I can't even assume you haven't played. And if you haven't, then leave this video already as you ain't even into games. This game is so good that Rockstar didn't have to create any hype for GTA 6, and I've been milking GTA Online from past 13 years, and literally we have come from PS3 to PS6, but this game's legacy is still intact. Literally people grew their YouTube channels to millions just playing this one. This one has a rating of 9.4 out of 10 on IMDb, and I'm just gonna assume that you have played this one and move on to the next one. Nowadays, everyone is going to Japan these days and showing off how great it is and how amazing their culture is, all the shrines and beautiful temples you get to see there, and get to know about the history of samurais and how much important role they played in Japan's history and how they protected it from foreign invaders. This one is exactly about this. It is a story of samurai Jin Sakai who get out of the limitations drawn by the powerful samurais on themselves from a very powerful Mongolian army who has already defeated the samurais by learning their way of fighting and using their own code against them. It is a story of a ghost of Tsushima who rises within their Mongolian invasion and defeats them by showing adaptiveness, agility that the samurais were missing. This game is so beautiful and captures the beauty of old Japan very perfectly and brilliantly that you would fall in love with its beauty and the brutality of its combat. It is a real sword blazing experience. It's so good that it has received a rating of 9.2 on IMDb and a 9 on Steam. And then we have another masterpiece from Rockstar, a game that came in 2018 but totally felt ahead of its time. Although it is set in the old cowboy time, a story that shows struggles, triumphs of outlaws, nomads, really beautifully with super graphics and realistic gameplay mechanics. RDR 2 is really a cinematic experience for Arthur Morgan's story. It is definitely a game that deserves to be in the top 3. Story might feel a little bit slow in the beginning, but totally deserves your patience. Although RDR 2 didn't win the Game of the Year at the Game Awards, but still won 4 awards for Best Narrative, Best Score Music, Best Audio Design and Best Performance. This game is highly rated on Steam, also got 9 out of 10. If you like old school cowboy style gangster vibe, then definitely experience this masterpiece. Next game is one of my favorite games of all time. It gives us an open world full of witches, magic, monsters and the hunt. It is developed by CDPI. Even though it came in 2013, it still defeats all the new games came in 2020s also very easily. It is so good that Netflix has created a web series on it, although a really bad one, but still got some recognition due to its name itself. It is a story of Geralt of Rivia, who is a witcher who hunts dangerous monsters and witches for living, the white-haired wolf. The Witcher 3 is absolutely one of the best games of all time. Once you get into the world of Witcher, you just cannot get out of it. Even after the story is completed, you would still want to experience this dangerous, full of magic world where you have witches, monsters, kings and their armies all existing in the same world. It even received Game of the Year at the Game Awards in 2015, and it is also the first game on this list which has a rating of 10 out of 10. This next game was actually a huge blunder when it was released. It literally had 1,000 bugs and glitches and literally got kicked out of the PlayStation Store for some time, as it was literally unplayable on the base PS4. And you could always see the potential it had, the futuristic version of GTA with a way better story. If you loved the movie Blade Runner 2049 but missed Keanu Reeves, then this is definitely for you. And kudos to CDPR team that they have completely fixed the game now. The open world shown in this game is a super futuristic and the vibe is completely different from GTA-like games. It shows the story of V, a mercenary who somehow gets stuck with my favorite character apart from Judy, Johnny Silverhand, a rock star. Although gameplay mechanics might feel a little off sometimes at some places like NPC behavior, police system, but melee weapons, gun system and my most favorite, hacking and the fact you can train your own character in any of these systems and get super good at them by earning skills related to that particular path is totally unique and amazing. Literally, once you have mastered something like a netrunner, you can kill hundreds of enemies without even touching them. It is super cool and totally sick. Story and the characters of the game are very well created and it actually enhances your experience so much that you forget about the shortcomings in the game. Even the DLC that they released after some time is totally worth playing. Even the anime that they created, Edge Runners, is so good. I would totally recommend to play this game and experience it yourself to know why it is at number one, especially now as they have fixed it all. So these were the top 10 games which I think you absolutely cannot miss. Dude, let me know your top 10 in the comment section. If you like this video, leave a like, share it with everyone, and subscribe to this video for more content like this. I'll meet you in the next one. Tata, bye bye.